It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Carolina Panthers and...
What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from Nashville. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Young now. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Henry up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now 2nd and 9. The play fake, now Young. And incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On play action, Young. That is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's fielded at the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Levis on third down. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Folk's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Young. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's taken it around the 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry powering forward. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. And brought in downfield by Burks. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, 31 yards. And the Titans are able to stretch out their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he pushed it right. It's no good. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me,
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't it?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Levis sets up to throw here. Rolling to his right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Will Levis, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's Young off play action. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, Young. Able to find the open man. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It'll be Young again. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Right back to Hubbard. Elijah Molden up to make the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Throwing, Young. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hit.
Well, he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that trims the lead down to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
Here's Levis. He'll buy some time right. They'll set up the screen for Spears. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 2. Levis sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies They have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
1st and 10, it's Levis. They set up the screen for Henry. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. 25 yards that time. Out of the gun again. And it's a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Here's Spears on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to our... Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Finding this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Inside handoff, Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Now a handoff to Henry. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He gets away from one. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. And the busy night for Henry continues. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3rd and 4. Levis back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense set to go again. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Henry again on second down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans add 6 to their lead.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out.
And shoves him off at the 20.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Young working out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That throw by Young incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Young.
That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Young to throw it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
To throw, Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Carolina.
They'll throw again. Young. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
3rd down, Young from the gun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Young.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
Room here to run.
Now he's loose again.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 44 yards.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Panthers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
First down, Panthers.
On 1st and 10, Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here